What's up, guys? Shows back to the video. So today we're going to be looking at My Story Animated. You know, those crappy stories. Anyway, without further ado, let's get started.
Hey, I'm Benjamin, and even though I'm only 21 years old, I already know that I will stay a virgin for the rest of my life.
Alright, already starting off. I feel bad for my man Ben, and doesn't think he's going to find somebody. Man, Ben, you got to keep your head up. You're going to find somebody in life.
Let me explain you why. A few years ago, I went on vacation to Thailand. My family and I had just checked into our hotel. When I decided to go to toilet, we had just been off a 10-hour flight, and I was bursting.
Alright, so Ben, I'm not going to describe my shit as bursting. Alright, also your face. Like, who does that with their face? You're taking a crap, listening to your music, you know. Maybe I can understand the music, like, you know, maybe I do that from time to time. But who puts their face with their lips out, like looking like you're about to kiss somebody and have your eyes closed?
So I sat down on the toilet with my headphones on, listening to music, when I suddenly felt something pulling on my cucumber.
Alright, so I'm just imagining Ben going, "My cucumber!"
My first reflex was to jump up and look down. I saw a big, long snake that had sunk its teeth into my cucumber.
Nah, Ben's cucumber, man. This cucumber's reserved.
Now, before I continue telling the story, please take a look at this image of a snake's mouth. It has dozens of sharp teeth that are hook-shaped, so they can hold on to their prey. They normally only eat mice, rats, or chipmunks, but my cucumber must have looked tasty or something.
Man, Ben must be really reserved. If his cucumber's that good, why ain't he giving his cucumber to somebody? I mean, I guess the snake, you know, kinda got to it first, you know?
And once the snake had bitten into it, it didn't let go again.
Man, that snake really be liking Ben's cucumber.
I started screaming and ran out of the toilet, with the snake still holding on to my cucumber.
Man, he'd be holding on to that cucumber like he's about to fall off a cliff or something.
When I saw my mom, I screamed, "Ah, help me!" But my mom just started screaming too and didn't help at all. So, in the end, I tried to pull the snake's mouth open, but this made the snake bite down even harder.
That snake like it rough.
And that's when it happened. My cucumber got bitten off.
Nah, not Ben's cucumber, man. How else is he supposed to lose his virginity?
And the snake swallowed 4/5 of it.
Hey, Ben, look on the bright side. He only swallowed 4/5 of it.
I knew I had to go to the hospital ASAP. But first I asked my mom to catch the snake and cut it open, so that we could later sew my cucumber back together.
Hey, that's a great idea.
Unfortunately, my mom was too scared, and the snake escaped. Meanwhile, I found a taxi to get to a hospital, but the driver kept arguing how my blood was ruining his seats.
Man, that taxi driver really gonna refuse my man Ben after he got his cucumber bitten off by that really big, juicy snake.
I got so angry, I used my left arm to pull him out of his own taxi, while holding my cucumber with my right hand.
Alright, Ben, multitasking that son of a...
I had never driven a car before, but it wasn't that complicated. And after 20 minutes of driving, I had found a hospital. When I ran into the lobby, I was covered in blood and screamed, "Help! Help!" When the nurses saw me, they immediately brought me into the emergency room.
That's right, you take care of my homie Ben. Respect for him.
I still hoped that they could somehow save my cucumber, but the doctors just kept on asking me whether it was a poisonous snake or not.
Man, I was saluting this hospital. I was like, they're immediately taking care of my boy Ben. But nah. You're pausing out. You ain't doing stuff for him, man. Get his cucumber back on. He's gotta lose his virginity somehow. And he can't do that when 4/5 of it is gone. Gone.
But, how was I supposed to know that? Well, it took 20 hours of operating on me until the doctors were able to fix my cucumber enough so that I could pee relatively normally into a toilet again. However, the doctors told me that I would never be able to make love to a woman again.
No, Ben, no. It was his whole goal in life, man. No, it's all ruined. He can't make love to a woman with his cucumber.
And to make things worse, there were several TV crews outside my hospital room, trying to interview the boy that had lost his cucumber.
Yo, leave my man Ben alone. Like, in these days, to get famous, you gotta chop your cucumber off.
Seriously? Do you think I want to tell the whole world that my cucumber was bitten off by a snake while sitting on a toilet? Well, when I finally arrived back in the US, my girlfriend was waiting for me at the airport. And, we were both raised strictly Catholic and still virgins. We had planned to have our first time after we got married, but now I had to tell her about my condition.
Man, Ben's gotta tell his wife about his cucumber issues. Man, he's all out of cucumbers now.
We sat down at an ice cream cafe. And I'm not joking, but she ordered herself a banana split. I waited until she was finished eating, and then I told her the news. I told her how I had lost my cucumber on my trip to Thailand. I expected her to feel sorry for me or something, but she just said she wanted to take a look at it in the bathroom. And well, when I showed it to her, she started laughing so hard that tears were running down her face. I have to admit that her reaction completely destroyed the little confidence that I had left. After she had calmed down, I asked her if she was okay with the fact that I would never be able to make love with her. At least not in the conventional way. Luckily, she said she didn't mind.
Man, that's some loyalty to my man Ben right there.
But the next day, when I asked her to go out, she said she was busy. And afterwards, she completely stopped responding to my messages. I have to tell you, it hurts to be rejected because of your body.
Man, she betrayed my boy Ben like that?
Because of something you have no control over and that you can't change. I felt like such a loser. I thought I would never be able to satisfy any girlfriend I had. I grew so insecure that whenever a girl started talking to me, I ended the conversation as quickly as possible. I didn't want a new girlfriend because I was scared of having to tell her about my embarrassing condition. But after 6 months, 2 guys came up to me at college. They were both laughing and asked me if a snake had really bitten off my cucumber. And I started blushing so hard that I basically admitted that it was true. It turns out that my ex got drunk at a college party and told everyone about my accident in Thailand. And from then onwards, everyone at my college called me Miss P because I had a missing... you know what.
Man, those are some creative roasts right there to my boy Ben. Bro, Ben, you gotta counter those. You don't let them roast you. You don't let them call you Miss P like that. You gotta go back at them with something worse.
For the next 3 years, I basically stopped talking to girls and instead completely focused on college. I think I wanted to get straight A's to compensate for what I was lacking, but I just grew more and more frustrated. And I came to the conclusion that if lesbians make it work, that I can make it work too. And that's when I decided to start dating again. And I met my current girlfriend, Suzanne, at a college party. It took me 5 dates with her to work up the courage to tell her about my condition. And luckily, she wasn't creeped out or anything.
That's right, Ben. You find somebody good for you in life. You didn't need that girl who went to a college party, told her about your condition, about how your cucumber got bitten off by a snake in a toilet in Thailand. You find somebody right in life. Alright, so I'm just gonna summarize the story. So basically, he's way better off with his current girlfriend, and he lived happily ever after at the end. Alright, so if you enjoyed the video, leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video.